Good evening, I'm Kurt Gutgsell. Obviously, spring sports were halted locally with COVID-19. One of the programs affected was the Jasper girls tennis team. The Wildcats are a perennial power in the state of Indiana. Veteran Hall of Fame coach Scott Yarborough on the crazy situation.
I've been in contact with, obviously our students on a kind of a day-to-day basis, but also I've been texting our players and trying to keep their hopes alive a little bit. I'll be honest, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I kind of felt like we moved that date back and it was going to be early May, that was maybe the finality of it. I don't know that any of us quite could grasp the seriousness or how fast this would move through. I mean, obviously we had seen what had happened in other parts of the world, but it's tough to wrap your brain around it. For us that spend a lot of time, especially from a teaching and coaching, I mean, I probably spend as much of my life at Jasper High School as I do anywhere else. I'm either at the school or I'm at the tennis courts, and this is not a slap in the face, but it's a quick halt to a lifestyle that we're used to, and education is important for every kid. And I realize that sports isn't, like we tell our kids every year that tennis and winning matches isn't the most important thing in the world, but for kids that are 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, it's really important for them right now. And they just cannot grasp what this whole thing is done to them. Parents texting me and calling me, and it's been I don't know what to tell you, Duke. I'm 49 years old and have never experienced anything like it. It's unbelievable.
Both academically and with sports, it was a quick pivot for you all, and I'll go on record and saying you guys have, at least teaching-wise, done an outstanding job, but it was just one of those things where it was just a quick turnaround in what you guys had to do, especially in the classroom.
Well, the thing, and I think we had a sense that it was coming, and I'm sure there were some other schools maybe up north that deal with bad weather more than we do and missing school that were maybe more prepared from an e-learning standpoint. But, the one thing I'm going to say is I know Dr. Laura has been working hard on trying to get our school system set up for e-learning days, and no knock against our administrators, because we've got some people that do a great job. But your teachers in the school corporation do a great job. I mean, I have a wife that teaches elementary school. She's right now as we speak, she's in a meeting. They've been meeting on Zoom like once every 4 or 5 days. They're trying to get elementary. Imagine trying to get a 7-year-old to pop on a computer every day, or an 8-year-old or a 9-year-old to hop on a computer every day and get work done. So they're working their fingers to the bone. So your teachers are doing a great job of getting those kids as much information in this manner that we can.
Hopefully there will be summer baseball here in DuBois County. The DuBois County Bombers of the Ohio Valley League released their roster for the upcoming season. Head coach Travis Lamar is back for another campaign. Local products Tucker Shank from Southridge and Indiana University, along with Jared Sermersheim out of Jasper and Vincennes University, highlight the roster. The Bombers have 4 players from the University of Southern Indiana and 3 from the University of Evansville. They also have 3 players from the University of Hawaii on their roster. The home opener at League Stadium slated for May 31st against Paducah. University of Evansville basketball coach Todd Licklider got a commitment from Emmett Page, a junior college player. He just completed his sophomore season at Northeast Community College, where he averaged 22 points per game. He will have 2 years of eligibility left with the Aces. Kentucky guard Ashton Hagen's giving up his last 2 seasons in Lexington to enter the NBA draft. The 6'3" Hagens averaged 12 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds for the Cats last season. Also, backcourt mate Tyrese Maxey heading to the draft as well. As a freshman, Maxey averaged 14 points a game for the Cats. Louisville has landed a commitment from former Radford guard Kalik Jones, the top graduate transfer in the country. Jones chose the Cardinals on a final list that included Maryland and Michigan State, among others. A 6'1" guard from Cincinnati, he emerged as the #1 grad transfer in the country after entering the transfer portal in March. The Big South Player of the Year averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists last season. He also shot 40% from three-point range. And Colts owner Jim Irsay has obtained more than 10,000 N95 masks that he plans to have distributed to medical people. He announced on Twitter on Sunday Irsay has donated the masks to the Indiana State Department of Health so they can be distributed to hospitals most in need. The N95s are respiratory masks used to help protect doctors and nurses working with COVID-19 patients. Irsay also gave $1 million to the Gleaners Food Bank in Indianapolis last month to help in relief efforts as well. Stay tuned. We'll have more WJTS 18 News right after this.